Mark Dantonio, the head coach of the Michigan State football program, Michigan State Spartans, has announced his retirement. Now, you guys probably know this by now. I am a Michigan fan. I am a diehard Michigan fan. And you're probably asking yourself, wow, why is Justin making a video about Mark Dantonio? Well, basically, your guys are going to get to hear the thoughts, the honest thoughts of one Michigan fan about a Michigan State head coach. So, if you're hoping that I go on a rant or I'm like dancing and celebrating that Mark Dantonio is retired, well, you're going to be really disappointed because I actually happen to have a lot of respect for the man. So, Mark Dantonio stepped into Michigan State. I think it was in 2007 was his first year, 2006, something like that. Don't quote me on that. I think it was '07. I think it was. I don't remember. Correct me in the comment section below, but I'm pretty sure it was 2007. But he came into Michigan State. I don't remember any kind of hype at all for him. I don't remember a whole lot of excitement when they hired him. Right off the bat, he gave Michigan State fans something to be happy about. Because he took their football program and elevated it. As crazy as this comparison is going to be, I really do think he, down the road, is going to become Michigan State's Bo Schembechler. I've listened to Mike Valenti on 97.1 The Ticket a lot, and he often refers to Dantonio as the greatest head coach in Michigan State history. And, it's hard for me to argue with that. Now, I don't have a super deep knowledge of Michigan State's football history. I know the last national championship that they won was, God, I think back in 1961 or 67 or something. It was in the 60s, I know that. But, again, I don't know the exact year. Mark Dantonio took a program that was pretty much just viewed as never going to be anything big, never going to be anything special, and elevated it. I mean, he won a Rose Bowl in 2011. And as much as I hated to see it, much as I hated to see Michigan State hoisting a Rose Bowl trophy in 2011, I can't help but respect Mark Dantonio. And I'll be honest with you guys. A lot of it was jealousy. A lot of it was envy. I wanted Michigan to be there. I wanted Michigan to be in the Rose Bowl. I still do. And I'll admit I was envious of Mark Dantonio for Michigan. It sounds petty, but I'm being honest with you guys. Now, over the years, recently, Mark Dantonio has really not been the coach that he was when he first started. And I think a lot of that comes down to his stubborn nature. He, a lot like Jim Harbaugh, only from what I gather, I would argue he's a lot worse than Jim Harbaugh in this regard. He's very built on tradition, tradition for the sake of tradition. Oh, we can't seek outside help. That breaks Michigan State tradition. We're not going to seek an outside coach to help our shitty offense. That breaks tradition. So, and this is something I saw Michigan State fans complaining about constantly over the recent years, is that Mark Dantonio is stubborn and he doesn't want to make any proper changes that needed to be made. And he was very prideful. Now, on one hand, I understand where he's coming from. He built the program from the ground up, essentially, and took it to new heights. I understand wanting to stick to your guns, but dude, you gotta evolve. You gotta change. They barely made it to a bowl game. His career can be summed up with starting off with a bang and going out with a whimper. And yeah, they won their last bowl game, but they barely made it to begin with. I mean, this is a guy that, like I said, 2011 won a Rose Bowl. There was a lot of expectations for this guy, and it just kind of seemed like he didn't want to change. He didn't want to evolve. At the end of the day, I have the utmost respect for him. He challenged Michigan. Not only that, he beat Michigan. And it kills me to say it. It really does. I'm a Michigan fan, and I hate to admit this, but it's just the truth. He dominated Michigan at the beginning of his career. And I don't think that tide was going to turn at all until Jim Harbaugh came in. Michigan was viewed as a prestigious elite program, and Michigan State was viewed below them. Mark Dantonio still had those kids out there ready to go and absolutely annihilated Michigan on some occasions. So, I just want to say to wrap this up. Alright, so I'm going to wrap this up now. I want to say congratulations to Mark Dantonio on his retirement. I wish him nothing but the best, and I really think the legacy that he left behind will be viewed in a lot of Michigan State fans' eyes as something positive. The guy resurrected your program. He had you win in a lot of games, and like I said, he owned Michigan for a majority of his career. So, once again, congratulations, Mark Dantonio, on retiring. I wish him nothing but the best of luck. And any Michigan State fans out there that are listening, what do you think of this? What do you think of Mark Dantonio? Share some of your stories about Mark Dantonio's legacy. I want to hear. I want to kind of reach across the aisle here and speak to Michigan State fans. I want to know what your guys' perception of Mark Dantonio is. So, as always, go nuts in the comment section, guys. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'm Justin Crumley, and this is Cujo Productions saying, Go Blue.